Good morning, sunshines. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today after all this magic practice that we've been doing? I'm going to say it's wonderful. I'm going to assume that you are just doing wonderful. You said your 100 thank yous yesterday and you're feeling freaking fantastic. So, we're going to move on to another one of our practices where we're going to deepen the effectiveness of the last 18 days and the rest of your life in your gratitude. And this practice reminds me of some different podcasts that I've listened to by Mel Robbins, I think specifically about how saying thank you isn't feeling gratitude. Having a pillow that says gratitude on it doesn't mean you're feeling gratitude. There's a difference between a thank you and a gratefulness that stems from the core of your being. And this is something I tend to kind of disregard because I have been practicing for so long. It just seems natural. Like other people could step up to this and they're going to feel that in their hearts. You guys have heard me talk about this or seen the way that like I open up when I'm talking about gratitude because it's kind of just something natural that occurs within me because of the time that I've been practicing. And if you're new to this, you might not be feeling that to that extent quite yet. But I'm telling you this, if you continue to practice, it is going to be a part of your being. And what happens when you do that is it's easier to gratitude your way out of anything when it's a natural part of who you are because your body opens up. Your heart starts to regulate, your body starts to stabilize, and you start to calm down with the presence of gratitude. And it's almost like this shavasana at the end of your yoga practice, finding the calm amidst the storm. And it's something that you can naturally just do. I know I've talked about that a couple times before in some different conversations, but when you use the example of yoga and you're going through all of these straining poses, which for those of you who haven't done yoga, you might think, oh no, that's got to be super simple. Like I used to think there's no way that's not a quote unquote workout. And then you go to a class and you're in the chair pose and your body's like shaking because you can't barely stand up and you want to cry and you don't want to come out of it because you're trying to wait till the end of it. And then finally you release, and you're like, oh my gosh, like you're out of breath, there's sweat dripping, and you're in this state of exhaustion, quote unquote, the storm. And then especially in certain practices, you flip back over to Shavasana over and over again, where it's like, okay, I just pressed your body. Now I want you to just relax. And then I'm going to press your body. And now I want you to just relax. That's what the Shavasana is. And our ability to find that calm throughout our bodies, and I'm talking about like a visceral sense in your heart space, is an amazing practice that's going to benefit you throughout your life, especially as you face things that could be something as simple as impatience and chaotic environment around you, as well as serious situations when life hits that you didn't really want to hit, that you're going to have to try to persevere, not try to, that you are going to persevere through. Today's practice is called heart magic, and it's where we go in and start to connect our heart space to our gratitude in a deeper way. Now, if you just continue to do the magic practice over and over and over again, you're going to see that this is already starting to deepen. But when we focus on an area of the body while doing a practice, you're going to get results quicker and you're going to feel that faster. And it's very simple to do. It takes practice. It's simple to do. It does take practice for it to feel that way in a natural state. What you're going to do is you're going to focus on your heart area. And if you guys have watched any of my live videos, you'll see over and over again, I close my eyes a lot and I touch my heart space a lot, especially during gratitudes or prayers. I won't even mean to do it. And then I go back and rewatch the video and there I am, eyes closed on this like live video where everybody like probably jumps in thinking, what is wrong with this woman? Absolutely nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. I don't know. Maybe you have a different preference, but I'm going to say nothing. It's where you're going to connect to your heart space. So put your hand over your heart and close your eyes and visualize your heart, whatever that means to it. It might be like a pretty Valentine's Day heart, like a third grader would draw. It could be your actual, heart shape, especially if you know your anatomy. It could be the outside of the heart pumping. It could be the blood pumping through the heart, and feel that space. with your eyes closed. And I like to pull my shoulders back, take a big, deep breath, and hold on to your heart and say thank you. And visualize your heart as you say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And see the blood running through that. See what that heart looks like. Feel the space opening up as you're saying thank you. That's the initial practice that you can just do over and over again, especially like yesterday when we did the 100 thank yous. Maybe you have a time where you're just heart space, hand on heart, eyes closed, chest open. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Man, that feels good right now, you guys. It feels really good. After you've done it a couple times, what today's practice is to go through your top 10 list of your desires. If you guys don't have your desire list, go back and listen to that one. It's where we go through and identify some of the things that we want in our lives, because as we're doing the gratitude project practice, as we have intentional focus on positivity and we're doing the magic, we're attracting things to our lives. And we started off by choosing, what do we want to attract? Because you got to know what you want to attract, because things are going to start coming in and maybe they're going to be the wrong things. You wanted a red Corvette, not a yellow Jeep, but there's the red Corvette or the yellow Jeep because you didn't tell the universe. That's probably not exactly what we're thinking here, but we have our list of our top 10 desires. You're going to go through each one of those, heart on chest if you can, eyes closed if you can, don't do this driving, and say thank you. And as you do, feel your heart space expanding, your body regulating, your heart rate regulating. This is very supportive for your immune health and your health in general. It removes and decreases that stress and some of the unneeded cortisol that's in your system, and allows your body to find the slowness and the calmness that is incredibly supportive in your healing and your becoming. So go through each one of your 10 lists, and that's going to take you through this practice. And then every single time you're doing your gratitude from here on out, see if you can feel it in your heart space. Short and sweet today, you guys. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you from my heart space. I'm excited to hear how different this feels compared to your other gratitude. Don't forget, perspective reveals miracles, and we will talk to you guys soon.